Alrighty, what's up ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? It's Nick checking in. What's up? And today we're installing this in Mitsu. Mitsu still has the original stock stereo from Mitsubishi, which isn't bad, but honest to God, it just doesn't quite have all the amenities that I am both used to and prefer. So, that said, picked up this beautiful Sony MEX-N5100 Bluetooth. That's what the BT stands for. System. It's gonna go straight in. We've been doing some homework, watching videos and checking what other people have done, and it's pretty straightforward honestly, but I'm just gonna kind of do an unboxing, go over what this particular unit has. That way if you're thinking of doing the same thing in your car, whether it's a Mitsubishi or not, you know, this is a little bit of a product review. Now forgive this, when it arrived it wasn't raining, and then when I got home it was raining, so the box got a little bit wet, and now the kernel things are kind of popping off now, having been dried for about 5 or 6 days. I waited to get this because as soon as this came in the clutch went out, and yeah, I didn't want to try and start a video but I couldn't finish. So let's start with the unboxing. This is the actual open side. One thing I want to mention is I got this from Crutchfield, which is a great resource. Oop, that is the wrong side. Okay, for audio of many kinds. In fact, when you buy this system, it comes with one of these. They give it to you for free. It's the install kit that you need to put in the system. Now, notice for my car, it's just this part. For your car, you might actually need an actual stereo harness or installation kit, so keep that in mind. Okay, not sure what this piece is. I saw it on the cover. It's a microphone. That's actually pretty cool. If it's not a microphone, then whatever, it's still cool. But yeah, putting that aside, let's see, there's the wires, the stereo face. I'll open that up in just a second. And those are your wires that you'll actually connect to that harness. What's that say? Okay. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is actually flip this over. So I'm doing this all one-handed. And I'm just kind of shake it out a little bit if I can. Set my fingers in. This is the other side. Of course, comes with a owner's / instruction manual for the head unit, and here's the head. Okay, so we're actually at my workstation. Again, being a part of Chamberlain Guitars, I have my own workbench that I do stuff on. In protected wood, I've used this folder which can absorb the little bits of solder that fall off, but I went and soldered all of mine together. You can also use the wire connectors that you can get at Walmart. I'm actually about to go to Walmart myself and get some insulating tape, because one of the benefits of the crimps, or the connectors that you crimp together, is the fact that they are insulated as is, so you won't have to put insulation tape around each and every one of these joints. I preferred this because I feel like solder is stronger than the crimp connections, but seeing as my stereo was fine after the impact that Rhonda had, you know, I'm thinking that the crimps could be okay as well. I wanted to go the extra mile and solder these on here, try something new for myself. One tip if you do solder them, because these are copper wires, is you want to tin them, get some of that solder on there before you do that. I kind of cheated a little bit, and some of them have more solder than others, but they'll all do the same thing. It'll all work just fine. I just gotta insulate these. Once these are insulated, I'll plug them into the back of here. Again, forgive the mess, but it'll all get plugged in the back of here, and then this will get plugged to the car, and we'll start taking the... That's my regular stereo. That's the stock Mitsubishi stereo. This is what's getting pulled out, and the Sony system's getting pulled in. Right now I'm actually air drying my liquid rubber. That way when it gets put in there, it's solid, it's not going to stick to anything, there won't be any discharging. This is what you do when you solder these. You have to find a way to seal up those wires. Otherwise, you could have interference, you could have discharging, grounding that's unnecessary, stuff like that. So this is something you'll have to do. Again, if you use the clamps, the crimp clamp connector things, the splice connections, whatever you want to call them. If you use those are already insulated. So this is just a really old school way of doing things, which I prefer. So that said, we're actually going to start taking the face off. Right, so first thing we want to do, I'll pull off the knobs. Mine thankfully come off real nice and easy. I'm going to set those right here. Come on. Okay, that one's not going to come off that easy. That one I know comes off easy. And honestly, the sad part is all of these have to get pulled off. So I'm going to turn it off. This. There it goes. Now they're all off. You want to undo this screw. There's two underneath. Once you remove all these screws, this bottom piece is going to come out, and then you will pop the face off. So let's fast forward to that. Alright, and this comes off just like that. Look inside here. What you want to do is you kind of reach your hand up underneath, find the gap, and push this faceplate. So I've turned up the AC because it's really hot in here with the sun, but this faceplate comes off. I recommend having one of these handy because you'll use that to pop it out the sides of here, and then from here you'll want to turn the car off, because now we're actually going to take this out. You will still use the original brackets, the original screws, and all of that for this segment, but otherwise, yeah, this is going to be the easy part. It's just kind of not really plug and play, but it's still bolt and play, if you will. All the while, these guys have been sitting here drying, so hopefully they'll be ready to use. They recommend about 4 hours for drying, total dry. I am not using that because I'm in a hurry. So let's. Okay, I'm going to start filming from here now, just because it's going to be a little easier. But the first step I'm going to do is actually take off these side brackets that are holding said unit in place. These are going to be really tight, so you may want to use a screwdriver, but I think I've got it. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, this. There we go. One old Mitsubishi unit. One new, much lighter Sony unit to be installed. Okay, that's done. This is the easy part. This plugs into this wire. This. Here. There you go. What I had done for the grounding, by the way, since I know I didn't film that part, is I had actually attached right here at this bolt. I'm not touching it because it's live, but it's a grounding wire for the whole system. I have it attached to the stereo, which is then attached all the way to the chassis, creating a complete circuit. Hence why, when I turn it up, it comes through HD crystal clear. And look at that, it's a beautiful blue color, my favorite. Now it's purple. Probably going to go through a whole color change system. Basically, once this is done, all you got to do is put it back on there and enjoy some tunes, yo. Look at that, it's orange now. Oh, nope, it's changing colors again. So cool. Anyways, that's all there is to it, guys. I'll let you guys know what I think about it in just a second. If the audio that's playing right now is any indication, yeah, I really like this system a lot. It's crisp, it's pretty clean. I haven't really messed with the equalizer yet just because I like where it's at so far. All that said, this Sony system is actually a really quality good system. You know, as I said earlier before, I've had mixed emotions and mixed feelings when using the Sony systems just because oftentimes I find that they're not the best quality. But this one,
this one takes the cake. This is actually a really nice system. It sounds really good, really easy to install. Last time I tried to install a stereo, it was in Rhonda, and that took almost 8 hours. Yes, 8 hours. Part of it was because I didn't have certain things, and I had to constantly go back and forth between the store and my house. But even if you cut that out, that's maybe an hour or two. It took that long because with the Honda Civic, at least the 96 to 2000 series, you had to take so much out of it in order to put in the stereo. So this is definitely a much better experience. I am so much happier with this model, and I really love the way it looks. It's pretty. It changes colors, which I love. It has near-field communications, which my phone is compatible with. It also has the regular form of Bluetooth, as well as an auxiliary. It looks like there's a few different settings for the equalizers. There's also a mega bass mode, so if I ever decide to get the bass boost module and an amp and an actual bass unit, I could actually use it. So there's a lot of opportunities with this system. Again, I'll post a link in the description as far as where I got it. Again, it was on Crutchfield's website, but I'll give you the exact tag and everything. That way you're not sitting there for a few hours going, where is this thing at? Anyways, hope this was informative and helpful for you guys. God bless you guys, and we will see you on another episode of Car Rant. Peace!
Okay, so it's nighttime, and I just wanted to show you guys this real fast. I forgot to do this. Forgot to do this. So when you set up your device, you want to add, with this particular system, there was not a built-in microphone right here where I'm pointing. A lot of times I've got one right there. Instead, we had to wire in a microphone to the back of it. So what I did is I plugged it in the back, and because there's a huge amount of space behind this console, I fed the wires down, up and around. Underneath, down here, where the dash kit is, fed it underneath and up through the steering column. You can see the wire right there, and put the microphone right here. I also dropped the steering wheel down, lowered this to fit it in there, and then put it back in place to kind of lock it there. So now it doesn't move, it's there. See? It just sits there, and I have it angled up so that when I'm talking on the phone and I'm driving, I'm actually able to actually answer the phone. So, that said, that is how you do it. That is the official final thing that was left to do. I apologize for not putting that in there. That said, cut to the credits.